Thanks for coming to my channel. This is Midnight Moon Tarot and I'm Diana. This reading is for the astrological sign of Libra, Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus, Jupiter, or anywhere in your birth chart that Libra might appear. Also, if you're new to my channel, I'd like to take just a second and invite you to subscribe and click that little bell so that you're sure to be notified whenever I upload new content. Also, in the description box below, you'll find links to my social media, my Patreon, my PayPal, and links to some really cool things on Amazon I think you guys will like. Okay, so this reading is for mid-February 2021, keeping in mind that all tarot readings are timeless. So whether you come across this reading right after I upload, a week, month, or even a year from now, if you feel drawn to watch it, most likely you'll find a message for you within the reading. Now, if you feel like it doesn't completely resonate with you, keep in mind this is a generalized reading for the entire sun sign of Libra. And if you know your other planetary placements, you can listen to those signs as well for additional messages. I just drank some lemonade and it was really sour, so excuse me. All right, now let's go ahead and calibrate these cards to the astrological sign of Libra, Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus, and Jupiter, and ask our angels, guides, and ancestors for any love messages for Libra for mid-month February 2021. Spirit, what love messages do you have for Libra for mid-February 2021? Spirit, what love messages do you have for Libra for mid-February 2021? One more time. Okay, now I'm dividing these into 3 stacks. And the card on the bottom of the deck is the Hermit. Okay, so this is your overall energy for this reading. So as we go through your spread, I'm going to show you how this card is going to relate to the different cards that are going to come up in your reading. Now, the Hermit talks about taking that needed time out, a little respite, you know, just a retreat, basically, thinking about where it is that you're going, how you're going to get there. You're watching your steps very carefully, thinking about the things that have happened in your life that have led you up to this moment, keeping the things that you like and using the other things that you don't like as lessons so that moving forward you don't make some of the same mistakes. Okay. Now, for those of you who are new here, I do 4 rows, and the first row pertains to you, the things that you might have recently been going through, things that you're currently dealing with, people, places, things, and situations that are coming towards you. The second column has to do with your twin flame, soulmate, divine counterpart, karmic partner. This might be an ex that you have those really strong soul ties with, and it could even be someone that you've just met. However, regardless of your relationship status, it is that person that is on your mind the most, the one you're thinking about when you wake up in the morning, and that last person you're thinking about when you go to sleep at night. The third column is about our fears and anxieties, obstacles, challenges, and the things that we do to our own selves to self-sabotage what we really desire the most. And the last column is the outcome. Now, as far as the outcome goes, you know, tarot is not prophecy, but it is about the energies that surround you at a particular time. So if you don't like a particular ending, having that knowledge of the energies that are going to be around, you can plan how you want to act instead of just being reactive, like, yeah, whatever. All right, it just gives you that little extra. Okay, now, I've just laid out 2 cards in each of the 4 rows, and I'm going to do that 2 more times. So we have a past, present, future scenario, and then that's about 24 cards. Occasionally I'll pull a couple of extras for clarifiers, but generally the readings are pretty complete. A lot of people feel like my readings are very specific, but that's just the way that Spirit relates to me. So whatever message comes out is for whoever needs to hear it. And so here we go. I'm going to start with your column, and we have the Devil as well as the Five of Cups. Now, with the Devil, we're talking about relationships that are kind of codependent, toxic. There may be a great deal of passion and attraction in this relationship, but at the same time, you feel like you're bound to them. You feel like you can't break away. No matter how many times you want to leave or how many times you have left, you keep getting pulled back in and drawn back in and sucked back in. And every time that you go back, it's worse. All right. Now, with the Five of Cups, of course, you can see he's sitting here mourning the loss of this relationship. So at this particular time, you may have moved away from it. It's definitely time to employ the energy of the Hermit and think about the things that are important to you. Like I said, how you got there, where you're going, what you want to avoid in the future based on your past experiences. That's why he has that little lantern there. He's watching his feet really careful when he's moving forward. But yeah, instead of, mourning this, there is two cups here behind you, of course. And this is love that is waiting for you once you are able to break free from this situation. Those soul ties can be very strong sometimes, and sometimes you have to do a lot of work in order to break free of them. Now, with your partner's column, we have the Five of Wands as well as the Queen of Pentacles. You may have been dealing with a strong earth energy, someone that's like really, really focused on you. This could be Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn. This queen here is just holding this in her lap and just staring at it really intently. So even while you are in separation from your person, they are thinking very heavily and very strongly about you, to the point that they may be interfering with your dreams. If they cannot get in touch with you through text or phone calls, if you've blocked them on social medias, that type of thing, they're so focused on you that it's beginning to interfere with you and the things that you do. If you reach out to them, remember this Five of Wands here. Remember all the pettiness, okay? I've had trouble sometimes before, like letting go of a past relationship because I get caught up in like the early days or that super romantic part. And, it totally obliviates. The further away you get from a bad situation, the more you only remember the good things for some reason. I don't know if it's just the way our brain protects us. But this is a person that tends to do a lot of petty things and pick and pick and pick, and they're constantly triggering you. And it left you feeling like super uncomfortable. And like I said, when it comes to the Devil in this codependent situation, it leaves you feeling like you have to constantly work harder and harder to try to please this person, just to try to get that initial response from them that they were in the beginning. It's kind of like, drug addicts, and they say that the first time they do a drug, it's wonderful, and then they spend the rest of their life or their addiction trying to recapture how they felt the first few times they did it, and it just never happens. And they just get totally wound up in it. And it's the same type of brain chemicals that are going on that are keeping you bound to this person. Okay, we still have these same type of pleasure endorphins and things like that we really get addicted to. And the good is so good when you're with them, but the bad is just super toxic, and it's very poison to you. So with this obstacles and challenges, they may reach out to you again. They may reach out and tell you all these pretty things just to like suck you back into the relationship. But remember, that if you do, this is the type of person that, like we spoke of earlier, they trigger you. They bring out your insecurities. They give you work so hard just to try to get love and attention from them, because, like I said, it is so wonderful when it comes to that point, but then they knock you down. They, to the point that you definitely need to walk away. So walking away from this situation, it would probably be a really good time to, like we were talking about earlier, take that time out and, figure out this is what you want or it's not what you want. If you're happy living in that push and pull situation, if you're happy, trying to be with this person when they are constantly berating and belittling you, then stay. But if it's not, then it's definitely time to break away. Now, Hermit talks about, no contact as well, because, Hermit's by himself. This is time for you to eliminate those things. And we have the Knight of Wands as well as the Ace of Wands here. So the Knight of Wands tells us this is something that you're really ready to fight for. This your freedom, your escape from this. However, this is not to say that you're not going to be mourning and missing. That's part of what grief is, and everybody mourns and grieves on their own timeline. Where some of you might be ready to move on after a few weeks or a month or two. Some of you it might actually take years. Okay, but you know that you are determined to make this work, and that you are going to pull out all the stops as far as being able to escape this type of relationship. All right, now we're going into our second row, and we have the Ten of Swords and the Six of Wands. Your partner has that Knight of Wands and the Seven of Cups, no doubt. Okay, and the Nine of Cups, as well as the Four of Pentacles in your obstacles and challenges. And in your outcome, you have the Ace of Pentacles and the Magician. Okay, so it looks like you're going to have some pretty strong fortitude here. So with this Ten of Swords, of course, you've been hurt, you've been betrayed. You see he's laying prone on his stomach with all these swords all through him, through all of the chakra areas. Through this red cloth here, robe, whatever he's wearing, represents that blood. You feel like you completely drained. That is what these vampires do. They you've heard of psychic vampires, so I won't explain what that is, but they completely drain you of your energy, and it's made you feel tired, exhausted, fatigued. It's aged you. It's made you feel all kinds of crazy ways that you don't want to feel. And knowing that you are leaving this relationship, this is your first step on your path to escape that in order to achieve that freedom that you are seeking. Now, when we get to your partner, okay, like I said earlier, this is most likely an earth sign. You do have that Knight of Pentacles, and you do have the Seven of Cups. Okay, so, there's no doubt that this person, with the Seven of Cups, okay, this is what you have to remember when they start pursuing you again. Okay, so they'll go back, so they know how to get you because they got you before. So they'll say all the pretty nice things and do all that love bombing crap that they did in the beginning, where you were unsuspecting of why they were doing it. Okay, but this Seven of Cups tells us that they have others. They have people on the back burner, previous exes, the ones that are coming after you, the ones that they are grooming. If you, this Seven of Cups shows that there is all kinds of jewels and goodies and things like that in these cups. Of course, this person's attracted to anything shiny. They just got to go get it. They're not really focused on you. They're focused on what they can get from you. Okay, like we're talking about the psychic vampires. But in other decks, especially the Thoth deck, which is one of my absolute favorite decks, you can look at these Seven Cups, and they're filled with stagnant water. They're filled with pollution and sewage and things like that, and it's green and it's gross and it's just overflowing. And this is the type, this is what actually is in this, is they will take all these beautiful things from people and leave them with nothing but the sewerage that's left over. You don't want to be in that little cesspool at all. You're recognizing this person for what they are. Now, in your obstacles and challenges, of course, you have that Four of Pentacles and the Knight of Cups. So as they see you moving away and becoming comfortable within yourself, and, having your own nice little place, your own little job, your own little thing that you're doing, your new social life, your new friends, people who are there to love and support you, and you are refilling your life energy. Like if you're talking about like on a video game, you have to, your energy builds back up. Well, your energy is building back up, and it is attracting this person to you again because you have so much more to give them. And here comes that devil energy again, and you see that They're really super focused on you. They have this coin over their head, which means they're thinking of you. They have it over their heart, which means they are intensely thinking of you and sending you these vibrations. And they have 2 coins under their feet as well, which represents that they are holding them down and they're not letting up. They're not going to let go. They're determined to get back with you, okay? And you can go back, but it's really nasty there, okay? All right, so we have the Ace of Pentacles and the Magician. All right, a lot of new offers coming in for you as far as love, romance, success, job, new place, everything like that. These are all the things that you want in your life and you've been working on really, really hard, and you've been manifesting. So that during this time that you have been on your own as this hermit and you're thinking about what it is you do want, now you're sure of what you want and you're going to take those forward steps and have great success in, you know, making all of that happen for you. So we're going to leave that right there. You have everything you need to know now in order to move forward and make all these things happen for you. So in our last little row, we have the Knight of Cups as well as the Ace of Cups. In your partner's column, we have the 6 of Pentacles and the Moon. In the obstacles and challenges, we have the 10 of Swords and the 4 of Swords. And in your outcome, you have the 3 of Swords and the Queen of Cups. Okay, so this is kind of great. It looks kind of spooky, but it's not really. So with this Knight of Cups, you do have new love that's entering your life, possibly a water sign, a Cancer, Pisces, Scorpio coming into your life. This is someone that's going to bring great joy to you, so much so that your cup runneth over. Yeah, that's the phrase. Runneth over. And it overflows into all little areas of your life. Knowing that, you see these beautiful little water lilies here, lotus. Okay, you know the story about the lotus that's buried underneath the mud, underneath the water and the dark and the murk and all of that grossness that was in those 7 of Cups. And you have fought your way back and emerged, and now you're a beautiful blossom there. And, you know, this happiness is showing in your life, and it is attracting the attention and the love and respect of others. So you do have this water sign that's going to be entering your life and sharing with you. Okay. Now, with your partner, we have that 6 of Pentacles as well as the Moon. So again, you know, as this time goes by, as you are healing, you're going to find out more and more things, lies that you listen to, that you just blindly listened to and believed because you wanted it to be true more than anything. But now that the eclipse is over and things are lighting up, you can see all of the little things that were going on in the dark previously that had been hidden. And you're now no longer in a relationship where you are the person that is giving and giving and giving to this relationship, and in return receiving nothing back. You see, these beggars that are here, they have nothing to give back. They are in a deficit of emotion and feelings. This is why they're like psychic vampires, and they have to feed off of you and get that energy from you and all that love from you. Just like, you know, moths are drawn to flames and things like that. Your light that is within you shines out, and not only do you attract good things and pretty things, but you attract pests as well. Okay, the good things want to be around the same likeness, okay, the same likeness as you, but the bad things see what you have and they want to take it, like in that 7 of Cups. Now, in your obstacles and challenges, fears and anxieties, and your self-sabotage, you're brokenhearted. Of course, you're a human being. You're not one of these empty narcissist people who have been like feeding off of other people. You have emotions. You're disappointed. You're mourning the loss of what you thought this person was, not the person that they actually are, because they're actually like a hideous person. And this Hermit card goes along very well with this 4 of Swords here. This card here, you know, and I've told this story a lot when I read this card, but, you know, back in the day, these soldiers would build their coffins before they would go off to war. And after they would come home, they would go there for 30 days, months, couple of months at a time. And they would sleep on top of their coffin and contemplate, hey, I'm actually alive. I actually made it through. And they kind of heal. It's kind of like the PTSD card. And you see these 3 swords that are hanging over them, and they're trying to let go of these things one by one and heal and become a whole person again. But you see that he has this sword that is laying by his side right here. It's like when somebody sleeps with a gun or a pillow under their pillow, or a knife or something under their pillow, the tiniest little thing, they're going to grab it and react. That's part of that PTSD that some of you will be experiencing when you leave a narcissistic relationship, okay? You're going to be like very, very quick to react to things, and it will trigger you, and you start thinking about maybe you should just go back, maybe you should just give up. But you've made it this far, and like we're talking about the stages of healing, you're almost there. Take some more time out for yourself. Focus on what's important to you and what you want from your future, okay? All right. So in your outcome, we have the 3 of Swords as well as the Queen of Cups. And it looks like you're making it, okay? Yeah, there is third-party situations going on. Yeah, it broke your heart. Yeah. We all have kind of experienced things like that. Not to negate what you're feeling, but they're all lessons that we end up learning in life. And as far as this Queen of Cups, this is you being able to move forward with your life and to be able to accept this cup from your Knight of Cups and have this beautiful Ace of Cups and overcome this third-party situation. Ultimately, these are the things that you have been manifesting in your life. You do want that success. You do want love. You do want to be able to move forward and to express these things. So just like the law of attraction, if you are constantly thinking about pessimistic things, you're going to continue to attract more and more of that into your life. And if you think about things that are more positive and optimistic, that's exactly what you're going to attract into your life. Okay, guys, that's your reading for mid-February 2021. I love you guys so much, and I will see you here soon. Bye-bye.